is made. You give it all to live and give and take. Bound to be a mess, I'm fairly certain.
Their story began a little over a year ago when they both tried out a new dating app called Hinge. They just happened to join the exact same day, and they were each other's first match. Right out of the gate, a perfect match.
But you never know until you follow your heart. You say.
Turn this way.
You like it?
I do. Am I allowed to hug you?
Yes.
Come here. You look beautiful.
Thanks.
Alysha, it's hard to believe that we're already here at this day. I remember a couple years ago you caught the bouquet at my wedding, and you truly are the one to get married out of that group of girls. And last year, I do remember too, you were telling me your dream about becoming married, and then a month later, here comes Luke. You were telling me you were smitten and telling me all about this boy you were going on some dates with. And I just have loved to hear everything about him since then, how caring you have been, Luke, for her during times of grief, how sweet you are to bring her flowers and make her homemade meals constantly, and how hard you work, but you also make sure to make time for her, and that is such a valuable thing.
My wife Dawn and Alysha came to me a few months ago and said, hey, you have to give this speech thing, Dad. Because as the father of the bride, you're supposed to say a few words. And I said, so what do I have to say? And so what she told me is she said she wanted it filled with emotion, some good stories, need to make her laugh and cry. Now, she never told me if that was supposed to be a 50-50 mix between laugh and cry, a 70-30, a 90-10. I went with 90-10 laugh, 10% cry. That's just how we roll.
Going all the way back to the beginning, when I decided to download a dating app, Carson told me to try. Did not think it would work, but I gave it a try because it was a thing everyone was doing. Never thought it would lead me to where I am standing right now with the most beautiful and wonderful girl in the world. During all of our conversations, things always felt so natural and fun. I felt like there was an immediate connection and spark between us. I remember when we would be texting, I always wanted to keep the conversation going. So I'd look up lists of questions on Google to ask you. And after doing that for a bit, I noticed you asking some of the same questions I was seeing from the lists. And I knew you were doing the same thing I was. We went on a lot of dates over the time we have been together, and each one has been special in its own way. We grew closer and closer with each date, and I fell in love with you pretty quickly. And I keep falling more and more in love with you every day. You are my best friend and my favorite person in the world. Thank God every day for bringing us together. Your kindness, your laughter, and your love all mean the world to me. Being with you brings me so much peace and comfort. You make everything better, whether we are busy out having fun, or working to accomplish a goal for the day, or sitting on the couch watching a movie. I can't think of anywhere else I would rather be than by your side.
From the moment I met you, I knew you were someone special. That first date night we went on and spent hours sitting in the restaurant, basically closing the place down, getting to know each other. It felt like I had known you for years, and like we were best friends so quick. From that moment, I quickly grew to know what a true relationship should look like. I have never felt more at home than when I'm with you. I'll never forget the day you asked me to be your girlfriend, or the night we shared our first kiss and everything changed. From that moment, I quickly fell in love with you and wanted to say those 3 powerful and magical words, I love you. I know we both wanted to say those 3 words so much sooner as we continued to text and say it in roundabout ways how we could picture each other in our future, because I sure could. I know according to you, it took too long to fully say yes to be your girlfriend, but you know you still got me. Everything seems to just make sense when I'm with you. I love the way you look at me like I'm the only girl in the world, the way you love me with so much passion, the little ways you show me how much you care about me, like moving my hair out of the way and giving me a kiss at random times. You're the arms I want to be wrapped up in at the end of a long day, the eyes I want to stare in for hours on end and never get tired of it. I love doing life with you. You're everything I want to wake up to. You're the first person I want to share all my highs and lows. You're the person I want to grow old with. I thank God every day we found each other and we get to spend forever together. I waited so long for God to show me the right person. And now I get to spend the rest of my life with you.
Luke and Alysha, in the presence of God, your family, and friends, I pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Finally, stand with me now, as it is my distinct honor to present to you for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Luke Christensen as husband and wife.
I'm so happy that Luke found Alysha, thanks to me, by the way. Back before he knew her, I told him to download this little app called Hinge, and about a week after, he met the love of his life, Alysha. So I won't take all the credit, but I will. Just kidding. All jokes aside, I'm very happy for you two. Hope and pray that God blesses you from here on out, and you have a long and happy marriage.
All I can say is we've had the privilege of watching a friendship blossom into a wonderful romance, and it's been so fun to learn who Alysha is and see who she is. And I can tell you one thing for sure, I've never seen my son look happier, ever. And it's really a blessing to see. And all I can say is just ground your everything on Jesus and keep him close to your relationship, and you guys will be fine. And Heavenly Father, for this beautiful weather, even if a little wind, we can take it. But here's to a great evening and celebration, and here's to you two. Thank you so much.
You are my happy place, my comfort, my rock in this crazy world, and my home. I am so happy to be the man you chose to spend the rest of your life with, and I'm so excited to see where God takes us together in our relationship and in life. I promise to love you unconditionally and unwaveringly forever. I love you so much, Alysha Rose, and I can't wait to start this next chapter in our lives together side by side.